Ta 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 ta. Hi everyone, I'm TheSparrowsJourney and this is the Stomping Land. I'm gonna be taking a first look into this game, which is an open world survival game with dinosaurs. We have seen zombies everywhere, but finally something a little bit new into the genre. Dinosaurs world stomps because of the footsteps of the dinosaurs. This game is published and developed by SuperCrit, as you can see on the bottom right corner of your screen, and it's in early access on Steam. It's an indie game by an indie company, and it was released on 30th of May. And there's still a lot of work to be done. As you can see on the bottom of your screen as well, the game is still currently in early access. Features are subject to change as development progresses. If we go here to the options menu, there's another proof that the game is still in a very raw state. There isn't any options whatsoever. The video options are lacking, to say the least. You only have the controls that you can change, and even the interface looks like this Counter-Strike or Half-Life interface. The game's engine runs on the Unreal Engine, so this is not a source engine. So we're gonna be taking a first look into the Stomping Land. We could go solo or online. For the purpose of this video, I want to show you the solo mode first, which is obviously the single player, but you also have online. And this is where the game becomes really close to games like Rust, where you have a community, you have servers, and you can play against other people. The Stomping Land is a game where you are a hunter put in this world against dinosaurs, but also against other players as hunters. You hunt each other, you gather for a tribe, and you try to be successful. And this is me. You currently have no way of customizing your character, and that's something I would like to see into the future. New tattoos, new faces. I would like, again, just like in the forest, I would like to start with exactly nothing. And just like in Rust, pick up a rock and start beating trees and other rocks to have resources. So there's a couple of resources in the Stomping Land, and there's a dinosaur there back that I have to be careful with because that one is aggressive. There's aggressive dinosaurs, and I don't call them friendly because they run from you. They don't let to be friends, and there's another aggressive one. But it's the type of dinosaurs that don't attack you. So there's wood in the Stomping Land. There's stone, which comes close to one of the most rarest resources in the game because trees are everywhere. You have wood everywhere. Stone, however, is a little bit different. There's a couple of stone there, and you always start on the beach because it's most probably one of the safest places to be in the world of the Stomping Land. Now, I don't have any hunters here playing against me because I ran into solo mode. You can inspect stuff like this tree. You can see it's somewhat ripped apart. It doesn't look like these trees. If we inspect it by pressing E, it says a dinosaur has been gnawing on this tree. And this is one of the ways of following dinosaurs and tracking dinosaurs, because you're put in this game as a hunter and you should act as such. Why are you a hunter? Because your goal in this game is basically obviously to survive, but to do that you have to kill big dinosaurs because they are there, and if you're not able to fight them, you will eventually be killed. Now you can risk yourself and try to fight these dinosaurs, these small dinosaurs, but there's no really reason other than feeding yourself. But I found that you can last a lot of time without eating. So the interface is minimal and I love it. I love it this way. There's one of the duck dinosaurs I wanted to speak about. This one. This one just runs from you. You can get really close to dinosaurs if you're not visible enough. So there's some sort of stealth action in the game as well. I was talking about the interface. On the right side of the screen, you can see an eye you can see the food meter, which is some sort of chunk of meat, and you can see a sort of herbs counter. I will explain all of that, but for now, the stealth. Right now, I'm crouching, and I'm mostly not visible to other dinosaurs unless I get really close to them. If I stand up, well, I just prone. So this is prone, I should be even more invisible like this. And then, if I stand up like this, I have a high risk of being detected by aggressive dinosaurs, which will eventually chase me and kill me. If I sprint, you are visible as fuck, as you can see on the eye thingy. It just flashed. So you don't want to venture into the wild and just run like a crazy person. You have to be stealthy, you're a hunter. And you must learn the ways of being invisible. Now there's the food meter. You need to eat in this game. That's one of the things you gotta be careful with. To watch that meter once in a while. And obviously, to feed yourself, you have two options. Either kill a dinosaur and scavenge the food, or fish. There's also fishing in the game. And you can get into a river and start fishing. It's something I actually never did yet, because these fish tend to run away from me and I can never get to them. There's a breath bar as well. Now, one of the most interesting things about the game, the herb counter down there in the interface. That's an herb counter for a special type of herbs that will allow you to tame dinosaurs. So you can tame dinosaurs and have this sort of pet. They act as mounts and they are useful to fight more aggressive and more stronger dinosaurs. Because let's be honest, you're the prey here. You're a hunter, but you gotta be careful and you gotta be smart, because at the very long run, you're the prey. This is a survival simulator at its most generic mean. I know that because you don't even have, for instance, a book, like in the forest, for crafting. You have to discover what you can craft and with what you can craft during the game by exploring. Is this a cave? Oh, are you fucking kidding me? I played for several hours now and I never found a cave, and I just found a cave on a first look video that I honestly didn't have much interest in doing so. So it gets very dark in here. So I should really explain the crafting system first, get a torch, and then get here to show you a little bit of the game. So you start with an axe, as you can see, and this is a third-person game, obviously enough. But it's curious to notice, because the forest is a first-person game, and they're not really competing against each other. But let's be honest, they're both independent games from indie companies, and they came out about at the same time in early access on Steam. So it would be expected that people that like the forest eventually play and would be interested in the Stomping Lands. And it's somewhat different. This is not supposed to be a horror game. It's more like you should be frightened from the dinosaurs, but it's not an horror game with scares and stuff. You do eventually get scared by big dinosaurs. So here's a tree, and I'm gonna start scavenging it. You start with an axe, and you can get wood from trees just like that. And there's no inventory in the Stomping Land, and this is debatable, okay? The Stomping Land, I found that they try to be a good simulator of what would happen at this era, at the time. Because you don't have a backpack, you don't have pockets. I'm using a fucking thong. I don't have anywhere to store my wood. So what you can do is drop it on the floor. It stays there. And once you pick up another piece of wood, and you put it there again, it stocks up like a pile, like a basket. And this becomes your inventory. If you press E and interact with it, you can pull it with a rope. And it becomes your inventory, and it follows me around. There are several things you cannot do while carrying a bag like this, like a basket. You cannot jump. that proved me wrong. You can jump, but you cannot sprint. Yep, you cannot sprint. That's something you cannot do. You cannot swim. If you go into the river, you automatically stop carrying this around. It stays here in the land. You cannot climb up rocks. If you fall from rocks, it also lets this go. So you can interact with this basket, and I can start the crafting process. Now again, the crafting process is debatable. There's no inventory, and you have to discover by yourself what you can craft. Just like in games like in Minecraft. I don't know how it works in Rust. I never played Rust, but it works like in Minecraft. And I have here a book of my own. I've written some notes, because you really need notes in this game to know how to do stuff and what you can and cannot craft. For instance, I know that with 2 pieces of wood I can craft a torch. With, let's look at my note, with 8 pieces of wood and 4 stone, I can build a TP. No, it's not a place where you can pee. It's some sort of shelter. You can create a camp. You also have weapons, obviously, in the Stomping Land, and that's what I'm aiming for right about now. I'm gonna build a bow, which takes up 5 pieces of wood and 2 pieces of stone. So I already have 4. Here we go. Trees never fall down. I still haven't found a way to bring trees down. And here's a second resource in the game. Stone. So you kinda can split up resources in a sort of way like wood and stone are the basic resources. Stone is more rare than wood. And there's also meat, which you can get from dinosaurs, which would be the resource to feed on. You can see that the list increasingly gets bigger from items you can build with the resources you're putting in the basket. Here's something that they should fix, and you should be careful about. No matter how many resources you have in the basket, if you, for instance, build bolas, which is a weapon to tie up dinosaurs or other hunters on the ground, it's kind of a trap. For instance, it spans like 2 pieces of wood and 1 stone. I would lose everything on the basket, and then do really need to fix this, because this is a hassle. Now, I am aiming for a bow, and I can build a bow with 5 wood and 2 stone. So let's do that. And this is how you can craft stuff. I don't see any real reason to establish a camp in the Stomping Lands, just like in the forest, because I feel like it is freaking nomad, going from one side to another. How am I getting into the cavern with a torch if I have to swim? I think I'll just lose the torch. Yep! How the fuck am I getting in here? I never thought about this, because it gets dark. Really dark. And you can't see crap. Anyway, what you could find in this cave would be the healing herb, which lets you tame a beast. You would also get more expertise, and that's something I have to talk about in the game. Expertise is, so far that I know of, the only stat in the game. Expertise allows you to tame beasts, and the more you survive in the Stomping Land, the more you stay alive and playing, the more it adds to this expertise. You get about 1 expertise for every 30 seconds. That's what I've read. I can't confirm this, and it's subject to change. What basically happens is that, for instance, you have like a ladder of dinosaurs, and the more stronger you have a dinosaur, the harder it becomes to tame it, and the more expertise you are required to have to tame that dinosaur. For instance, again, I have my notes here, and you also need, obviously, always a healing herb to tame a dinosaur. That's your requirement for taming dinosaurs. You can tame a Gallimimus with 25 expertise. That's about 1 hour of gameplay. maybe less. And that's just doing basic stuff. If you explore caves, you get expertise. If you kill another hunter, you get 20% of their current expertise. For a Steigaimolok, you get 50 expertise. Oh my god. There's an aggressive one here. That's a duck one. And that's the Gallimimus, which can be tamed with 25 expertise. I have no idea. Oh fuck. There's an aggressive one. You also have a sound hint. And I love that, because without that, I would be dead in a lot of ways. So let's go for a hunting mission, just for you to see how it works. So I'm gonna kill the more aggressive one, because that's the most threatening one for now, for me. And this one gets killed with 2 arrows. Oh fuck, he's just coming. I gotta be quick! Gotta be quick! Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, I survived the first hit. This never happened to me. That was a terrible example of how you can hunt dinosaurs. I do really feel into the wild. I don't know if it's the graphics, because they're about the same as in the forest. To be honest, I like more the graphics in the forest than in the Stomping Lands. I think they're more polished and beautiful. But this is where I feel I'm into the wild. Into the unknown. Let's try and kill this fucking guy. I'm gonna get some distance. Here we go. There we go, finally! Before, I couldn't shot 2 arrows that fast. I don't know what was happening. So let's scavenge this body. But this is one of the ways of taming a beast, I think. If I had a healing herb, I could now tame this guy if I had the expertise required. So I'm gonna scavenge its body. And there's a chunk of meat. There's 2 types of meat, small meat and large meat. Obviously the large meat feeds you more, and you can get that type of meat from bigger dinosaurs. But these small dinosaurs are the only ones you can kill yourself. So to hunt or to scavenge a big dinosaur, or to have that big chunk of meat, you just have to wait and watch 2 dinosaurs kill each other, and then just scavenge one of the bodies. I find one thing funny, and they probably will have to include it at some point to have a little bit more realism, because it makes sense. How do 2 dinosaurs fight each other, and they end up not eating the other guy's body? That's just odd, and you would expect the dinosaur to eat the other one when it kills it. Where the fuck did I leave it? I'm just gonna build a torch because you can see better. The problem with a torch, and this is something I'll have to be careful with the Let's Play, is that, oh, here it is. I don't want to inspect the tree. I want to bring the small meat with me. Why can't you bring the torch and this at the same time? Something that I do really feel it should be allowed. Having the torch on, I didn't know if you see that, but the eye icon was flashing. That's because you obviously become very visible in the night when you're carrying a torch with you. Not only visually, that's an aggressive dinosaur, which I don't want to get close to. I want to get fucking stone to build a fire pit. There are about 5 or 6 types of dinosaurs so far in the game, and the large ones are the most rarest ones. There's 3 types or 3 options, 3 ways of tracking dinosaurs. You can watch and look for footprints. That's one of the ways. You can have your big ears open, because they do get loud when you get close to one, and you can obviously hear them. This type of signs in the trees, when a tree is gnawed on, you can reckon there's an aggressive or a big dinosaur nearby. And one of the things that people are missing the most, stars. Yes, stars. So each point of that very bright blank white point in the sky is one large dinosaur. And you should watch for dinosaurs fighting when points are converging. When they really get close to each other, that's because a fight is about to happen. You can create a tribe, and that's the thing here in the Stomping Land. When you find other people and build a totem, the guy that builds the totem would be the leader of the tribe. I don't know exactly how that works because I didn't get into... Oh, that's an aggressive dinosaur. So I have all the ingredients here. A dinosaur, stone, and trees. This is basically what you need to feed yourself. So I'm gonna drop this meat. I'm gonna kill that guy just because I don't want him hanging around like that. I failed. Fucking hell. Oh, I don't think I failed the first one. That guy was either wounded or I hit the first one and he didn't react. So let's get... Okay, nodes. This is why you need nodes. So to build a fire pit, I need 2 wood. 2 wood. And 2 stone. Here we go. I'm sliding and crafting at the same moment. Look at that. So I think I can get stone from this side. I have to go down there. It's risky. Again, early access games, you gotta be careful with small jumps. So you don't exactly need to always pick up what you gather and put it on that basket. I can just drop it here. For instance, if I was away, very far away from that basket, I could just join these, both of them. Come here. I'll leave it one there. And I'll pick one type of stone or one part of the stone, put it on this basket, pick up the other one, and join it here. There we go. It's one big basket. Fire pit. Not working. Great. There we go. Every time you build anything, the place where your basket is where the thing you're trying to craft will appear on. So I'm gonna get back and pick up my chunks of small meat. If you let too much time pass after killing one dinosaur, that dinosaur will go away and you will not be able to scavenge it anymore. I'm gonna drop this, pick the small meat, put it on the fire pit. There we go. And this is something I really struggled with at the start, and I learned it eventually. You cannot start the fire pit before putting the meat up. You have to have the fire pit down to put the meat, and then you can cook. Start fire. And this is something that is bugged at the moment. They still haven't included any fire animation on the fire pit when you start it. You have a torch, and you have the fire animation for the torch, but not for the fire pit. I would want a torch right now, to be honest, because I'm sick of having this pitch black screen, and you are probably tired of it as well. I will have problems with this on a Let's Play, because it's playable. You can't see much, but it's playable. You have to rely on sound to hear the other dinosaurs, but it's much more pleasing to see like this when you have a torch. So my meat should be cooked now. Here we go. Eat small meat, and you will notice that the icon will go away. There we go. I can eat the other one as well. And then I'm satisfied. I'm gonna stop the fire because I don't want to destroy the nature, and I'm going away. This is basically how I'm playing nowadays. Just a nomad style of play, gaining expertise, trying to find caverns, getting a healing herb, and taming a beast. That's my purpose nowadays. Obviously, in multiplayer, if you find other people that are willing to play with you, you can form a tribe. I'm so visible. That duck dinosaur there, I think it was running from me, and I'm very far from it. You can see the eye icon, very flashy, very bright. That means I'm very visible. If I sprint, I look like this freaking alert to all the other dinosaurs. If they are out there in the wild, they will see me and stomp me. See what I did there? Okay, this is where the real fun begins if you're a multiplayer PvP type of guy. So there are several types of servers. People can choose rules for their servers. They can, for instance, put away the names of people so that the game really becomes stealthy. And there are several types of rules. I'm gonna pick up a server with hopefully not too much of latency. A lot of torches on the ground. You can see this is a multiplayer game, alright. I mean, dinosaurs wouldn't leave that on the ground, right? They would use it. So I see stone there. I notice a little bit of latency. It's just not like solo play. Like I'm clicking the key and it doesn't respawn right immediately. So first things first. For me, to be quite honest, I want a bow. So I'm gonna get close to that stone. Be careful with that dinosaur. I don't feel really motivated to kill a dinosaur and waste arrows if I don't feel the need to feed. You might get expertise from killing dinosaurs, and that might be one of the reasons. But I'd rather just try and find a cave or just stay alive. Oh, there's one guy. Hi! Do you want to have fun? Let's just first try to talk with him, and then I'll just learn. Hi! Are you friendly? I'll just imitate him. I'll just do the same thing. Okay. Friendly! I am... You know why I'm laughing? Because there's this type of weapon called bolas, which you can tie up people with and just carrying them around. And that's why people are designating this game as Kidnapping Simulator 2014. So for bolas, I need 2 wood, which I already have, and I'm gonna carry out, and just 1 stone. I already gained the guy's trust, so I'm just gonna get that stone and try to do that on him. I'm not gonna kill him. To be honest, I'm not that cruel of a person. In the end, if I get into this type of servers that are only pricks, I might get into that state of mind, but not right now. So bolas, here we go. I tried already to attack dinosaurs with this type of weapon, but it's so fucking hard to hit him. I'm not sure if it's hard to hit these people. Hunters, I mean. Let's try it out. Fuck. There we go. I got him. Whoa. So if you stop for too much time, he just has the option to just set me free. But while I'm running, he has no chance of escaping. I'm just kidding. Had to try that. I'm so sorry. I don't even know how to free the guy up now. Inspect. Little Marissa doesn't trust. How would she trust me? Marissa, you cannot swim with your feet tied. Don't try that. I could just kill him easily. I could get just a bow and shoot at her or him. I don't even know. And I would think that it could be free now already. Let's go for a totem. I don't know if I already told you Oh, I just gonna build it here. I always forget this. I didn't want it here, but it becomes real on the place where the basket is placed. So inspect. Oh, the nanonites. Those who step upon you shall face my whistle. Tribe leader. Little Marisa, what? Total members 1. I built this fucking thing. Why is she the leader? Average expertise 11. Dinosaurs hunted. Humans hunted. I'm gonna join up and see what happens. You have requested to join. Ah, he tried it! Oh my god! I see what he did there. I'm gonna so fuck you up. Oh shit, that was a one wasted. No, I will not forgive you now. Oh fuck, that was one ball is gone. Just talk. You gotta fucking talk in a game like this. If you're not gonna talk, I'm gonna kill you. Truth is, I'm out of things now to attack him. But I joined his tribe. I probably can't damage him. There's no number for the members in the tribe. You're building a fucking bolus again, aren't you? I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm gonna teabag you. I'm gonna teabag your basket. Here's someone's home. And it's a tribe as well. But I'm from another tribe. Oh, here's the fire animation for the fire pit. Inspect. Total members 2. The Nano Knights. It's the same tribe I was on. But there's no tribe leader anymore. Join tribe. I have no idea. Baskets are somewhat a hint. There's something being built. Hello! How you doing, mate? Can I inspect your totem? The Nano Knights. Again. Oh fuck. Why do you have the spear on your hands? I didn't try to attack you. We're cool. This is a fucking huge basket. 10 wood and 10 stone. Let's try and build a teepee. This is something I never did. Oh my god, it's fucking huge. Or maybe it's just how it looks. Here we go. I never built a teepee. My first teepee! Near a rock. Why are you handling a fucking bow? Get away from me! Get fucking away from me! Oh my god, the guy killed me. That easy. It should only take one hit to kill someone with the spear. It should always or also happen with dinosaurs as well. Now I can stay alive and try to stay alive. I cannot talk, mate. Just kidding. Just kidding. So this guy supposedly won 20% of 32, which is my expertise. My teepee! Oh, this motivates me to build a teepee. Hello! Please don't attack me. I'm just kidding. I'm just fooling around. Don't fucking mess with my teepee. I know for a fact that if you start attacking things, they obviously get destroyed. So this was my first look on the Stomping Land. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff that me and my awesome abs love. I should start a let's play on this game, so stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time. Leave my TP alone! Don't even think about it. I saw that bow.